Hey there and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over everything that's happened in February of 2024 and talk about how things are looking in Cochrane Alberta's real estate market as we enter into March of 2024. Now, the biggest thing we saw in February of 2024 was a rise of new listings. There was over 105 new listings. Now, that is the largest number we've seen in a single month since July of last summer. The big issue with that is over 60% of those new listings are new construction. So currently there's only 38 properties of the 102 active listings in Cochrane that are prior lived-in homes. Now, for those buyers looking to find something with a quick possession without a lot of the costs associated with new construction, such as GST, fencing, or landscaping, there is a very small portion of listings available that may fit that bill. Now, despite the rise of inventory, Cochrane is still sitting at about 2 months of inventory or 2 months of supply, which is relatively low for the area. And with a lot of those homes being new construction with long-term possessions, it kind of gives an inflated number. So with those relatively low inventory numbers and the fact that sales were up 36% in February over last year, we have seen a rise in prices across the Cochrane real estate market. Now, the overall benchmark price looking at the sales of all properties rose 11% over last year, bringing that benchmark price up to $548,000. This is an increase of $11,000 from just last month, mainly because of an increase in sales of the detached properties in Cochrane. Now, the detached benchmark price also rose in Cochrane, this time up 12% year over year, up to about $648,000. That was a $16,000 growth from just last month. So some more expensive properties have begun to sell here in Cochrane, leading to that higher detached benchmark price. Now, despite the large increase in price growth in Cochrane Alberta's real estate market in the past month and over the past year, Cochrane Alberta is still lagging a little bit behind the parent city, Calgary Alberta. Calgary Alberta's real estate market has grown, especially in the last month, 13% with its detached price over just last year. Now, that price growth in Calgary's detached market is mainly driven by the fact that their inventory or their months of supply is down almost 30% year over year, and their overall inventory numbers are down 14%. So despite there being more listings in Calgary than obviously in Cochrane, there are also way more buyers, leading to a further price jump in the bigger city. So Cochrane still remains one of the more affordable towns outside of Calgary to move to. So overall, the increased prices and the lack of monthly inventory and the lack of prior lived-in homes is causing Cochrane Alberta to continue being in a seller's market and showing signs that the spring market that we talked about in the last video is likely here to stay and moves into a strong summer market here in 2024. Now, if you're a buyer in Cochrane, Alberta, there was some good news that came just earlier this week from the Bank of Canada announcing that they were going to hold their target interest rate at 5%. The big thing there is, again, we have a hold of the interest rate and not another increase, which ideally will lead to some stability and potentially some rate drops as we move further on into 2024. So with there being some positive news on the buyer side and the fact that we still have some low inventory levels here in Cochrane, I think now with the price increases and the fact that there's not a lot of current prior lived-in home listings on the market, it would be a great time for a seller in Cochrane who's looking to move out of Cochrane or looking to upgrade their next property to take advantage of that strong spring market that started without a ton of competition from other listings and get their home on the market now. If you're looking for help navigating Cochrane Alberta's real estate market and you have further questions on how any of this information affects you and your real estate goals, I encourage you to reach out and book in a call, and we can go over all of that together and make a plan to best suit your needs. Thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one.